Hello and welcome to the First Center Saver Project, violent event reporting system managed and operated by EMERG, federally listed patient safety organization. My name is Nathaniel Metz. I'm the Executive Director for EMERG, but first and foremost, I'm one of your peers. I've been a paramedic in the field for over 12 years, and when I'm not in the streets treating patients, you can usually find me at my state house being an advocate for our profession. I think we both know that if we were to lay out a list of all the issues facing our industry, it would end up being pretty long and daunting. And today I'm here to ask you for your help in a program that is trying to positively impact one of the items that could be found on that list. Far too many EMS providers such as yourself are currently suffering in silence from emotional, verbal, and far too often physical abuse that they are subjected to whilst carrying out their job expectations and duties. I think it's time that silence be turned into action. Behind every good action, though, is strong data, and in there lies a problem. Because as we sit here today, there is no data set which exists, which explores the prevalence or the impact that these events have on individual providers or the systems in which they work. For us to get that strong data, we need you. We need you to provide us with regular, consistent engagement and honest conversation around the events in which you experience in the field. Now, we understand that there may be barriers that exist which would prevent or hinder someone's desire to provide us with this kind of data. Many reasons for these barriers. You may be fearful of reprisal or potential risk of liability. And let's not understate the profession's culture. One that advocates that what happens in the back of the ambulance should stay in the back of the ambulance, and one which unfortunately degrades and chastises one's reputation. Because after all, this is just part of the job, right? And if you can't handle it, you should get out. But I don't think any of these things should be impassable obstructions towards progress on an issue that so negatively impacts the lives of our peers, as well as negatively impacting their ability to fulfill their passion in caring for others. Now, this program is designed to address a lot of those barriers. The patient safety organization allows us to offer confidentiality protections on the data that we're asking from you, so your feedback and participation will be protected. The data that we ask from you will be designated as something we call patient safety work product. And there's federal protections around that, a lot like HIPAA. But it's for EMS providers instead of for patients. And only the team at Drexel will have access to any kind of identifiable information that you provide, and they will keep your anonymity. But you don't just have to rely on trust. Because federal protections say that if anyone violates these confidentialities, they could be subjected to an $11,000 fine per incident. So please allow these strong federal protections to alleviate any concerns that you may have. The power and the scope of the project that we are trying to accomplish here is all-encompassing. As the Drexel team receives this data, they will analyze it and provide us with de-identified reports quarterly. And these reports will be used to positively impact the lives of our peers all across this nation. So help us. Help us make a difference. The mission that we are trying to accomplish is a bold one, but one that I think you will excel at. Thank you, and be safe out there.